All right, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show for goldandsilvertoday.com. Check that website out, everybody. All right, so Saturday, I put out a video talking about a possible Joe Biden win and what that could mean for gold and silver prices, as it looked pretty obvious that he would win. And, then literally a couple of hours later, they announced him as president-elect. So just thought that was pretty wild since I wasn't really expecting that announcement at all. So we have a Joe Biden presidency, and every day it seems like we were getting confirmation that the market, that's pretty much exactly what it wanted. Now, why? Well, pretty much so that it can bathe in the flood of sweet fiat currency that will likely be hitting the markets fairly soon, after he gets inaugurated. Now, along with the overall markets, gold and silver performed well last week in anticipation of a Biden presidency. But after a while, you begin to realize that all good things simply can't last. Now, here we have gold and silver prices. Yesterday, I posted a picture of the prices in our community tab for this channel, highlighting the spot price moves on the open yesterday. And both gold and silver continued to edge higher. Gold was above $19.60 an ounce, and silver was nearly above $26 an ounce. But just before 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, something interesting happened. The metals began tanking sharply, as you can see on this graph. Now, the reason why this happened was because of an eventual dislocation that had to happen between equities and metals. Both sectors, are not supposed to be trading in parallel fashion as they have been for so long up to this point. And you can see this further confirmed via the bond market. So take a look at here. Just gonna wait for it to load up. Now, take a look. Here we have the US 10-year Treasury note yield. Now, for most of Sunday evening leading into Monday, the note yield kept a pretty steady pace, hovering above 0.8%. Then almost instantly, right around the time when gold and silver tanked, that's when the yield launched into orbit in just this outright meteoric rise. As you can see here, it just happened immensely. Now, what's fascinating is that, it doesn't surprise me too much because the major US stock indices made some jaw-dropping moves before or during the pre-market. Let's take a look here. Here we have Yahoo Finance. Here are the US major stock indices right now. Take a look at this, guys. Can you believe that the Dow added 1,500 points to the index? Now, what's fascinating is that if we close around, those levels, it will basically set a new record. If we close on those, levels higher than what we have right now, we're at 29,457. If we close higher, I believe, if we close around like 29,500, that will set a new record for the Dow. Now, we may actually even hit 30,000 if we close there. And I know we did actually hit 30,000 earlier today. So guys, with this level of exuberance within the markets, is it really that surprising that we, made the moves that we made in the metals market? I mean, if you think about it, right at the 8 a.m. time, that's when we also saw another severe drop for both metals, as we saw the convergence of the London and New York Forex sessions converge. So obviously, we had a steep drop around that point. Scrolling down, let's take a look at some of the moving averages. And I'm also going to talk about another reason why I think a lot of this is happening today. Now, take a look at this big red candlestick here. All right. Now, also, and that's for gold, here is silver, another big red candlestick. Now, Going to go back to gold. Take a look at the moving averages over here. They're getting dangerously close to one another. Gold right now, well, it was actually above the 18 or the 1900 level. Silver is coming down. I mean, let me say that one more time. The 100 day was above the 1900 level. The 50 day was coming down. And obviously, I've been talking about this nonstop pretty much for the past couple of weeks since I started noticing it. But as these two begin to converge, we will then see a death cross. Now, in technical analysis, that basically means that expect the price levels to start dropping. And when I was preparing this video, I started preparing this video a couple of hours before recording it. This candlestick was not this big. It was actually around the, I want to say 1890 level. Now, as I'm recording this, it's at 1860. So guys, sometimes when the moving averages cross like this, the price levels will actually precede the crossing, or the price drop will actually precede the death cross. So we could just be seeing the price levels anticipate that eventual cross between the 100 and the 50-day moving averages. So this is just something to take in consideration. The good thing, now this is the good thing, guys, obviously the 200-day has been moving up as well. So if this thing really starts to drop, we still will have this, the 200-day as the next resistance or support level that I'll be eyeing. Same thing with silver. Now, the good thing about silver is that the 200-day is right around the $20 range, so that's nice. But yeah, same problem here. You know, we're going to have the 100-day cross into the 50-day. This huge red candlestick today is just glaring. I mean, basically, it's telling me like, hey, look out below because we're anticipating some downward pressure. So again, guys, this is happening all while the U.S. major stock indices are, you know, setting records. Now, again, we had this dislocation happening between equities and the metals. Before, they were kind of moving in lockstep with one another. Now, starting to break apart as you start to see the what's happening intra-metal market really take hold in gold and in silver. So guys, let me know what you think. I know that this might be somewhat unsettling for some of you guys. For me, it looks like an opportunity presenting itself, honestly. I remember last week I was like, man, prices are going up. You know, maybe I should have gotten in a little bit earlier, but this is the thing I've been eyeing, guys, that death cross. So, you know, we have to wait for it to actually cross, but let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for goldandsilvertoday.com.